could do, you pass them around, and you could put a star on the ones you like, and then you pass it to the next person who puts a star on the ones they like, and so on and so forth. So you guys all, you know, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but almost like the whole package. And I mean, I think we should go with our emotions and our gets at the same time. So, how are we going to start? Kind of like, are we only picking the grand prize winner from the people who got the most attention? You know, like the 10s and the 8s, or
I think we should look at them and
because I feel like a lot of these, because I think there are people that like not everyone picked it in the beginning, but then once we started talking about their stories, we're like, oh yeah, you know, so it's kind of hard. Like, yeah, everyone kind of picked, you know, these guys, but I don't know. So
Katie B over here, who's Katie. And she was one that really jumped out to me when I first saw her, just because she talks about how she wants to be, you know, a diplomat. She wants to do all these things, and she had been told, like, you can't do that, dress the way you are, like, you dress too feminine, people won't take you seriously. And I love that she's kind of like, no, I can dress the way I want, I can embrace how I look and show off my curves and still be taken seriously as a woman in power. So I love her. So those are mine.
okay, next. I'm gonna go with Vivian.
that's Vivi's lyric, right?
Yeah, Viv's lyric. Because being in the boutique, I was able to watch her transformation.
So she's your number one. A number one. For
Do I need to go in order?
First, no. You just put one as your first place winner to win the top prize. That
No.
First.
No.
I thought that's what we're picking.
No, we're picking right now. It's
Top three,
our
right?
top 3 for the first place.
That's what I thought was happening.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
so top
narrowing.
3 places.
Yeah.
We're narrowing
down
down
more
more
than
than
that.
that. Yes.
Yeah, for the top, but to win the photo shoot.
Yes,
Top
but it
3
just
picks
needs
to win the
yeah, but it
photo
doesn't
shoot.
have to be top 3 in order. Just I like this one, this one, this one.
Oh,
If you want a
okay.
number
So
of 1, 2, 3,
and one.
but
Oh,
1, 2,
no.
3 means nothing.
Okay.
It's not like a
I was
runoff
confused.
election. We're good. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, too.
I for you.
I like the style, but I thought I was too fat to be able to pull off that style. My husband and I had found the store, and that's when I feel like my life began. Doris Mayday was so warm and welcoming, and my husband started picking up armfuls of dresses for me to try on that were actually in my size. He was so excited for me to try on these beautiful clothes. I was skeptical. I was so worried I wasn't going to fit into anything in the store. But from the minute I tried on that first dress, the Lana dress and Melting Leopard, I was in love. I felt beautiful. I felt stunning. It was the beginning of a love affair, not just with the dress and Hug, but with myself. Hug made me love my body and embrace my curves.
XOXO Allie. I've been debating for weeks on whether or not I should share this. I'm not one to share a lot of personal things on the internet, but the fact is, pinup girl clothing has changed my life and has played a huge part in who I am today. A little over 7 years ago, I found I had breast cancer. With no history of cancer in my family and being so young, it came as a huge shock. 2 weeks after my diagnosis, I had a mastectomy, on the left breast, and a few weeks after that, I began 6 grueling months of chemo. Before my picture was taken, exactly 2 weeks after my first chemo, the day my hair began to fall out and I had to shave my head. Eventually I lost all my hair, everywhere, eyebrows, eyelashes, etc. Then I lost my fingernails and toenails. I gained upwards to 30 pounds during treatment due to hormonal change and the steroids I had to take. While I had a wig, it was terribly hot and uncomfortable. Eventually I found that I was only wearing a wig to make those around me more comfortable. You'd be surprised at the stares and nasty looks I got from people when I didn't wear a wig. Kids, I expect to stare. They don't understand. But could adults not clearly see I was a cancer patient? I felt like a monster. I felt as if cancer has stolen my life. God damn it! Shit! I hate having ovaries. Okay. I put on the brave face for everyone around me. People would say things to me like, "You're so brave, you're a survivor," but secretly I was scared of dying and ashamed of the way I looked. It was during my treatment that my live-in boyfriend began cheating on me and blamed me because he said I was dying and was no longer attractive. It was an all-time
Way to
low
go, asshole! Way to go, asshole!
Sorry. We hope you get hit by a car, by the way. It was an all-time low for my life. During many sleepless nights, I'd scour the internet looking at photos of beautiful clothing and pinups, daydreaming if I would ever be normal again, let alone feel attractive. That's when I discovered pinup girl clothing. They were one of few company lines that not only making vintage-inspired clothing for women of all shapes and sizes, but really caring about the clothing looking great on all sizes. I began buying up dresses and wearing them even when I felt terrible. It was amazing what a good dress can do for your confidence. I began a pretty impressive collection of Pinup Girl and vintage-inspired clothing. Most of them from Pinup Girl because they just really care about making women look great. 7 years later, my clothes are as much a part of who I am as my scars from my cancer. My after picture isn't from a pinup photo shoot, it's just me, like any other day. Thanks to Pinup Girl, their amazing clothes, I felt like the prettiest girl in the room on many than one occasion. Coming from a girl who once felt like a monster, that's an incredible feeling. Thank you, everyone that works at Pinup Girl is tagged, and you really have changed my life for the better.
First prize!
First prize.